So it's the morning of day, I haven't said the day in a while, so I'm going to start doing that again. 56 or 57. Successfully did a 40 yesterday, and I don't really have high mile hangover right now, so I feel alright. I'd like to try and do it again today, but I have to stop at I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, Hyatt Lake Resort to pick up my resupply box. So that's going to slow me down a bit just because I have to get off trail and do all that. But I'd at least like to do 35. And today is my last full day in Oregon. And that feels great. I've really liked the southern part of it, but I am ready to just get out and get to California. It just feels like I've been in this state forever. So that's very exciting. So I took a side trail, something called the Wildcat Hills Overlook. It's pretty cool. It's worth a little. It's only 400 feet, so. And out there in the distance, center frame next to the tree is Mount Shasta. All this mist out here is from, I think it was called Henry Lake or something like that. So I camped over there, not next to the lake, but actually next to a road, and I didn't get much sleep because I got woken up by lights shining on my tent. And it's kind of like, it's the middle of the night, I'm in the middle of nowhere, and this truck is just shining its lights right on my tent. And I was like, I don't know about this. So I stayed up till he went away, and then I stayed up a little while later just to make sure no one was creeping up on me. It was a little disconcerting, but I'm alive. I'm kind of just killing time, honestly, because I don't know when the resort opens, and I'm gonna guess it's like they start doing packages around 9, but I don't know for sure. But I don't want to get there and have to sit around a busy resort on a Saturday. I just want to get in and get out, so this was a good way to kill time. Try and get some videos or something of the resort. It all just depends. Like if it's crowded, I don't like to film people just like out on a weekend enjoying themselves and stuff like that. It just makes me very uncomfortable. One more little aside. I have had the trail pretty much to myself the last few days. Yesterday I ran into 5 people. The day before, maybe 10, 11. So I think from this point on, the only people I'm going to run into are stragglers going northbound, and maybe I'll hit a few southbounders. But it's just nice and quiet. It's just nice to be all alone out here. I really enjoy that. It's like, one reason I went southbound was to be alone like this. But I also just like, I wanted to get a perspective on the PCT of like what it was like before through hiking became big. And I'm not trying to be one of those back in my day assholes, you know, like I'm definitely one of the people who jumped on the bandwagon. I'm not special, I'm not any different from anyone else, but I want that perspective of just like, there's only maybe like 400 or 500 people of my category out here going southbound, and it's just like, I want to see what that was like. And I don't think going southbound is going to be the unpopular option for much longer here, just because the northbound permits are going so fast these days, and southbound permits are, for the time being, unlimited. So I think more people are going to gravitate towards southbound more and more each year, and that has been the case. The past few years I've been keeping an eye on this stuff, so I'm just at the sweet spot here where it's not so solitary that I'm going to be hiking alone for the entire trip, but solitary enough that I'll actually feel excited if I run into somebody. There's deer. What's up, guys? I'm gonna start walking now. I'm just walking. Don't mind me. Are you guys going northbound or southbound? What's your trail names? Oh, there's 4 of them. That's okay, don't ask me for my trail name or anything. I just left the resort. I have my resupply. My pack is so goddamn heavy. I've got probably a week's worth of food in it right now, just because I had so much extra. And I don't really put things in hiker boxes too often because it's just a waste of money. So I'm hauling it all out. This sucks. I have like 20 tortillas in my pack right now. Alright, so I do have kind of a high mile hangover right now. All this food in my pack, not helping. I'm gonna eat a lot tonight, just to get rid of some of it. But, yeah. This is another one of those places that I just didn't see coming. It's so beautiful. Man. I'm in love. I'm not doing too great. I'm almost at 20 miles for the day, and it's 3 o'clock. I gorged a bit just to get rid of some of my food weight, and now I'm super dehydrated. I didn't even think about that. I felt fine. I gorged. Now I feel bad. But we've got a swamp thing in a couple miles. If that looks halfway decent, I'll drink some of that. And then there's a faucet a couple miles after that, so I'm not hurting for availability with water, but I do wish it was like right here. So finally got to a water source. I almost skipped it, and I had no water left because of comments on Gut Hook's guide. People were saying, you know, oh, the spring's broken and the pond is disgusting, so don't even bother. That's not verbatim, but so I was just like, well, is it worth the energy to go down and look? Yes, it was. They're saying the spring was broken because the pipes were broken, but clearly it's still going. Do a little investigation on your own, because I would have walked an extra like 2 or 3 miles being really dehydrated. This area is super pretty. There's great campsites around that I'd love to use, but I don't know, I'm still debating it, but I have 38 miles to get to California, and I want to get there tomorrow, and I think it would be cool if I got there like midday or something, so I'm just gonna chill here for a bit and rehydrate and push on. First real big view of Shasta. Just huge plains in between me and that mountain. And I'm pretty sad that I don't get to go through those plains. That's a missed opportunity. I know the Pacific Crest Trail follows along the mountain ranges and stuff, but that would be cool to enter California through there. Oregon has like completely redeemed itself through the southern section. It's just been the best. It's so good. Unfortunately, I can see a plume of smoke in the distance, and I'm thinking that's along the PCT. So that's cool. I'm pretty sure I have a fire closure ahead of me. I hope not, but it really looks like it. What a load of shit. God damn it. So this is camp for the night. What? This may be the best campsite I've ever had in my entire fucking life. And it's so horrid. It's not flat at all, but it's got the view. And it's right up on a ridge. I'm gonna wake up early with the sun. That's the thing I miss about the higher elevations. It's just so much easier to wake up in the morning when you're not stuck in the trees. The sun doesn't come out till like, I don't know, it seems like it takes forever the sun to come out in the morning, so I usually just say fuck it and I hike in the dark. But oh man, and I'm just watching the sunset. It's just, life doesn't get any better than this. So I've got 34 miles to do tomorrow to get to California. I still want to try and do a 40 just to get properly into California, and should be a good day. If it's anything like today, I've only seen 3 northbounders today. I was talking to one. He said it gets pretty neat after the interstate that most people take to get to Ashland or to Callahan's. I'm not going to either of those. I'm just going to keep on going. I've got plenty of food with me and everything, so there's no point. And yeah. Anyways, I'm going to start setting up before it gets dark. Gotta make dinner and all that nonsense, so. Last full day in Oregon. What a hell of a send-off. Holy shit. If I ever came back to Oregon, I wouldn't go back to Mount Jefferson, I wouldn't go back to the Sisters, I would just hike this section from Crater Lake to the border, or the border to Crater Lake. It's just been a hell of a cool experience. Yep. That's it.